When I first adopted Whiskers, I felt joy and confusion at the same time. One big question instantly showed up like a neon sign. Should I spay or neuter him? Everyone seemed to have an opinion. Some swore it would completely change his personality. Others said it was critical for his health. So let's break this topic down. Calmly, clearly, and with less panic than my brain originally supplied. Spaying and neutering sound complicated, but they're actually straightforward. Spaying removes the ovaries, and usually the uterus, in a female. Neutering removes the testicles in a male. These surgeries stop reproduction, but they also stop a lot of hormone-driven chaos. Most vets recommend doing this around 6 months of age, right before the dramatic suddenly I must mate behaviors begin. Because once those kick in, you may experience yowling at 3 a.m., sprinting to the window like a rocket, or attempted escapes like a furry Mission Impossible scene. One huge difference that owners notice after spaying or neutering is behavior. Territorial spraying becomes less common. Male cats especially are known for marking their turf, and that means soaked furniture or mystery puddles you don't want to talk about again. After neutering, this behavior usually decreases significantly. Aggression does too. A cat that once acted like a tough street fighter suddenly becomes a gentle couch philosopher. There's less hormone-driven competition and more "I think I'll nap now" energy. And yes, altered cats can actually be easier to train. When hormones stop distracting them, like flashing lights in Vegas, they listen more. They're calmer. They can learn household boundaries. They can fit into the family dynamic faster because instinct is no longer pushing them toward the door every time it opens. Now let's jump into health, because this might be even more important. Spayed females have dramatically lower risks of mammary cancer, especially if the surgery happens before the first heat cycle. Spaying also prevents pyometra, a dangerous infection of the uterus that can be fatal if untreated. Neutered males have lower risks of prostate issues later in life. And here's something that many don't realize. Sterilized cats tend to live longer, not just because of reduced cancer risk, but because they are far less likely to run off looking for mates. Less roaming, fewer cars, fewer fights, fewer injuries. Of course, there are myths. People worry their cat will gain weight or become lazy. The truth is simple. Activity level might shift a bit. So diet and playtime should be monitored. But the vast majority of personality traits stay exactly the same. Your cat does not suddenly become a different species. What changes is the hormone-driven stuff that disrupts both your life and theirs. Surgery discomfort is a concern too, but modern anesthesia, pain control, and proper post-care make recovery smooth for most cats. Vets perform these procedures every single day. With guidance and aftercare, most cats bounce back shockingly fast. So the big picture is this. Spaying and neutering prevent unwanted litters. They protect cats from illness and cancer. They reduce messy territorial behaviors. And they create calmer, safer households. This is not just a procedure. It's a long-term investment in health, harmony, and sanity. Make the choice with your veterinarian. Ask questions, get the right timing, and trust that you're doing something meaningful for your furry friend. And when someone asks you about it later, you'll have more than an opinion. You'll have actual, informed insight, and that's the best gift you can give your cat.